Hello and welcome. As you can see, I'm here with a large useless lump and of course one of my dogs. We'll get on to this in a minute, but first of all, roll the intro. So here we are in my garden with this big lump of uselessness. Now if you've seen my videos before, you will know that Peugeot, of which this is one, have AdBlue issues. There's a lot of problems, and there's been a lot of problems beyond AdBlue issues with this car, the way they've treated me, and they've damaged it every time they've taken it for repair, but that's not what we're focusing on. The bottom line is that this car drinks AdBlue, but that's not its worst problem. Its worst problem is its AdBlue tank has no clue whatsoever as to how much AdBlue it actually has in it at any given time. Now, does that really matter? Well, yes. Imagine your fuel tank had a full tank of fuel, and you were driving along and your car said to you, "Oh, I'm running out of fuel," and it stopped. Won't run anymore. It's out of fuel, but your fuel gauge says it is 2/3 full of fuel. Would you deem that a problem? And I think the honest answer for anybody is yes. That's definitely a problem. And the same goes for AdBlue. I proved to Peugeot via video that this was the problem. They took it away to their service centre. They admitted that the AdBlue injector was seated wrong, that both the NOx sensors that they replaced, the Peugeot garage replaced 5 months previously, were faulty, and the AdBlue tank was confirmed faulty. So they replaced it. Hurrah! A new AdBlue tank. Everything is good. Only it's not. Generally it's got at least 12.5 litres still in the tank when it says it's running out. Now, I've provided this evidence to Peugeot, as you'll have known from previous videos, and the silence now is deafening. That exact evidence was enough for them to find the tank faulty first time, but this time it's the same evidence, only they have decided to ostrich. Bury their heads, pretend it's okay, and hope I will go away. So let's have me go round the other side of this camera, take it off its tripod, and I will take it around and show you the latest addition to this car. I feel that I've improved it. I feel that I've made it considerably better. It wasn't hard, but I have improved it. I have made some improvements. It is now modified to a degree, and I'll show you what I've done. Let's go. So here we go. There's the car. I mean, to be honest, they make nice looking cars. The only problem is that nice looking doesn't really help when it doesn't work. So I have decided that the only way to make sure that people realise how bad things are is this. Now, you'll have to pause it probably to read all of that. I would encourage you to do so. Some of it's very interesting. All the quotes on this vehicle are direct, exact word-for-word quotes from Freedom of Information request emails from the Peugeot Stellantis group. And I repeat, that's Peugeot, Citroën, DS, Vauxhall. Okay, so there's one side. Let's go round the back. The one on the back I feel is the most important because it will tell you everything you need to know about Peugeot, about how they think internally behind closed doors, and about the way they treat their customers. And if you can't read that, let's go a little closer. There you go. Have a good old read of that. That is a direct quote. There is not a word in that changed, from the Manager of Technical Operations, Peugeot, Citroën, DS, Vauxhall. And then if we go around this side... Oh no, it's on this side too. Oh, how unfortunate. So there you go. So you can see I am unhappy, and you have to ask yourself, how far, how bad do things have to have got before a member of the public, a customer, goes to this length to deal with issues with their vehicle? And the answer is pretty bad. It's been a stressful 3.5 years, I can assure you. Now, one of the reasons I made what has turned out to be the terrible mistake of buying this particular car, van, people car, MPV, whatever you choose to call it, was I wanted to put a big purpose-built crate in the back of it. Because as you saw earlier from my rather large hound, I need it. I actually have 3 dogs. 2 are smaller, they're both pointers. Smaller but not small dogs. I do a lot of long miles, and that was the purpose of this thing. How can you do those long miles in a vehicle that you can't trust, that is drinking AdBlue, and that basically has no idea how much AdBlue it has in it? Imagine saying I'm going to go to the south of France in my car, but the fuel gauge doesn't work. You're pretty much on par. It's the same problem. It's going to be a nervous, unpleasant drive, and you just don't know when it's going to stop and not start again. Be warned, if you're buying a car from the Stellantis group, do your research, because I'm afraid it's not limited to this. And there are a multiplicity of people with problems with their AdBlue and other problems, but I'm sticking with AdBlue in this video because that is the primary issue with this vehicle. I intend to have this at various Peugeot dealerships, parked outside. I may even go on to a couple and see if they'll trade it in. That should be hilarious. I'm going to take this and put it outside Peugeot dealerships just to see how comfortable they are. And I'm going to speak to people, real people, people coming and going from these places. I'm not going to stop. And this is only part 1. This is only the beginning. I have greater plans in the work. And to Peugeot I say this. You know who I am as a customer. You have my phone number. You have my email address. At any point, if you wish to reach out and stop this and end this just journey of pain and misery that you have forced me on, and end me having to go to this extreme to tell as many people as I can how bad your cars are and how bad you are as a company, please, feel free to reach out to me. I will speak to you politely and civilly, and we can have that conversation. I don't think it's fair for you to treat customers like this and for them to blindly go into a contract with you for a car that you are unable to fix throughout the entire period of its warranty, and then when its warranty expires, you just tell them to get lost. Now, my previous videos, I think one of them is up over 3,200 views. And that's before I wrote this vehicle. This vehicle is going to be seen by hundreds of thousands of people on the road. They're going to be reading these quotes. They're going to be your potential customers. How do you think they're going to take that? So there you go. There's the update. Expect to see the car out and about at Peugeot dealerships soon. And I will speak to you lovely people the next time. Incidentally, if you want to like and subscribe, please do. It would help me out greatly. Peugeot, you're welcome to like and subscribe also. For the first time in 3.5, nearly 4 years, I'm actually looking forward to going to a Peugeot dealership. At least there's that. Ciao for now.